guys? It's Tux. I'm back with another tutorial. And I'm doing something different today. First and foremost, shout out to the Jawborn Sample Flip Off group. Low key, a lot of this is for y'all, at least showing y'all what I'm able to do with some things. And with all that said, today we're talking Murda Melodies and Arcade. Two things I use. The Murda Melodies just came out. It is a plugin made by Slate Digital, and they teamed up with Murda Beats and came out with something funky fresh. So today, I wanted to demonstrate a couple of things you can do with the Murda Melodies, and also explain how I use Arcade a lot when I'm not being as creative as I want to be, and go a little bit more in depth and why I do some of the things I do with Arcade. All right, so here we go. So first, what I want to do is just play the beat, let you hear it. I need to bypass this other one. Yeah, because I was demonstrating something already. Okay. So here we go. Bam. All right. So that's what that was. That's the beat I was working on. I started it yesterday, and then about 3 o'clock this morning, I'll check my email, and Slate Digital was talking about this plugin. I was like, what? So I downloaded it, and boom, we're fitting to play with it. I already played with it, but I had to like share my experience. So that I said, man, let me make a tutorial about it, and then show my ninjas how I've been using Arcade, and then explain how I do that, which is the tutorial. So I was like, man, let's do this. So what we're gonna do is start with the main sound. Now this is an opportunity for me to explain how I'm using Arcade and at times what I do with it. So at times when I'm not being as creative as I want to be, what does that mean? Well, when I can't, dig the crates and find a sample, or, create a melody, hey, I go to Arcade, and from there, considering I started off as a sampler, and then I learned music, and start playing it. So I naturally think as a sampler. So I see everything as samples. So I use Arcade as like a loopy sampler that allows me to change keys and progressions. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. And so essentially I just take what I want from whatever they have and just take fragments of it and make my own something. And it usually works musically because, like I said, you can manipulate the key and the progression. I'm like, damn, nigga, you can make the music. So we're gonna show you what we're doing with the main sound and shape that so it can be the main sound, and later on add more sounds and it'll be easier on the mix. So it's like mixing as you go. And the cool thing about plugins like Murda Melody, they'll allow you to do that to where your sound is not only crafted, but it's damn near mixed to where anything else would just be a minor EQ adjustment, some panning or, volume. But outside of that, you're pretty much ready to go, for the rest of the song. So with all that said, we're going to solo our main sound, which got up here, and unbypass that and hit play. So down here, saturation. They call it heat. It's something I will add, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. What's this called? Ice. Yeah. Reverb. A little motion. Modulation. I'm big on dimensions. Let me stop it. I like sounds to move and feel like they're coming from around you. So anything that allows me to get that stereo image, which is essentially all it is, the time, bass, because reverb is time, delay is time, it's just refraction is X amount of milliseconds that sound hit that and came back, and you just doing all of that with it. So definitely always look at stuff like that as the time base. But again, for me personally, I like playing with that. And again, I'm gonna play with this spread up here. Let's see, what does it say? And again, it explained doing stuff like this will definitely give you that side feel. So that's really what I'm pushing for when I'm doing all this, is giving my main sound this side feel. It's gonna be the main sound. Not saying it's gonna play the whole time, but when you think of the beat, you're gonna think of this sound. Yeah, I don't think it's nothing over here. I don't need any more clarity. I'll explain. The clarity to me is just present. It actually tells you it's just presence. So I'll get that with an EQ. And honestly, it doesn't sound like it's muddy. You know what I mean? Or if it's too thick. Sometimes making a sound too thick can take out the brightness of it. So I don't feel like I need to add it right now. So I'm not. I don't need no rhythm. It got plenty of movement. I don't want to reverse it. Got my wobble sounding good. So we're gonna leave that alone, see what it sounds like. I'm gonna bypass it. And I'm gonna unbypass it at the top. I know you hear the difference, and that's what I love about plugins like, what's it called, Murda Melodies. It just came out, forgive me y'all, man, I'm promoting it, so hopefully they'll like it. But okay, anywho, we're gonna move to the second sound. And it's my secondary sound, so of course the way I have this just formatted for now is just a simple 16, so it's just giving a turn or a different some contrast. So it's my secondary sound. Now I already have the preset I wanted to use, and I was intentional, at least with this one, just to go ahead and use a preset that I like. So when I unbypass it, it's gonna be ready. So here we go. we gonna play it all together. Boom. So, this is definitely one of my processes of just building songs when I'm not in a highly creative state. So, when I made this beat, I did like a couple more. Because in arcade, it doesn't take long to get the simple idea, and that's the thing I like about the plugin and the software. Essentially, is that hey, I'm able to get quick ideas and just boom, expound on them how I choose, and that's usually what I do. And I learned not to just sit and you know what I mean, just once you get it and it feels good and you ain't coming with no more boom boom, move to the next one. So that's what I do. So with this one here, it's in a good position. So when the next time I come back to it, I'm gonna be like, ooh, I like what I did. I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna add to it more. I'll probably stretch it out, and who knows, I might get the whole idea of what I really want to do with this beat. You know what I'm saying? And that's my creative process. I just really want to share what I do in times, like I said, when hey, I ain't finding that right sample or I ain't hit that right progression. So, hey, this is an alternative. So, if you're looking for something, I definitely recommend Arcade. And Slate Digital is great for plugins. They give you sounds. I mean, I'm an engineer professionally, so yeah, I love it. It's cost effective. I mean, it's still some outboard gear, I'm being patient for it, but hey, that stuff costs a pretty penny, and hey, I just ain't got it like that right now, you know what I mean? So, for those who trying to just, hey, do what you gotta do till you can do it greater, I definitely recommend these two. Again, I'm bigging up Slate Digital for the Murda Melodies. I'm liking it. I'm definitely gonna use it. Because like I said, it's just gonna help me use less plugins. Essentially, that's all it's gonna help me do. And I like that. Less is more. And I understand how and why I want to use the Murda Melodies. I'm not trying to use it to sound like that next cat. Nah, I'm going to take that same plugin and do the tux with it. You feel me? So again, Arcade, big up to y'all for what y'all do. You could do a lot with Arcade. I recommend getting Arcade. Especially, like I said, if you're not a musician, like if you don't play an instrument and you don't plan on playing an instrument, definitely get Arcade. If you play an instrument and you have moments where you don't feel like playing it, get Arcade. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Arcade is dope, and it's dope if you know how to sample. So if you got an MPC, get Arcade, because Arcade is just like a whole bunch of free ass samples. And the reason I say free, they're royalty free because you're paying for them. But hey, go out there and get it, man. Work with it. But hopefully, man, something was, given, and you're able to take away with what I showed and explained. So again, I'm grateful. I thank you. Like this, comment, share, subscribe. And if I hadn't said it already, you need to go join the Job Boy Sample Flip-Off group. Yeah, I mean, we have fun. We do stuff like this. It's other sisters and brothers, knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying, like myself, Sharon, like myself. So come on, baby, get your skills up and let's do what we do, alright? Continue to love something, guys, and